Hey, it's Lockie, and in this video I have a review of the Korua Shapes Café Racer. The Café Racer is a bit of a do-it-all carving board that's made to be a good option for people who want to get into carving. It has a 7 out of 10 flex rating, biax fiberglass, a poplar core, and a sintered base. It has a full camber profile rather than the float camber with rocker in the nose that quite a few of the other Korua Shapes boards have. I'm slowly getting a bit better at carving on my training finder, so I was keen to see if I could make any improvements or how different I found this board. I was riding the 156cm model with Union Strata bindings. For the first couple of days riding I had it set at +18 and -3, and from then on I rode with +21 and +6, which is a little bit closer to the angles that is recommended for the board, but nothing crazy. The stance width was around about 21 inches. I'm 6 foot tall and weigh about 72 kilos or 158 pounds, and was wearing mid-flexing Solomon launch boa boots. I spent 4 days riding this board in everything from slush, very firm, to icy snow, with some softer windblown patches as well. From the first lift I got off, my first reaction was that it felt very stiff, especially in the tail. And that feeling was probably exaggerated with the short tail and my narrow stance. Although this is the first Korua board that I've ridden with full camber, if I didn't know that, I probably wouldn't have noticed. To me it felt very similar to the float camber of the training finder. Riding with a flat base felt fine, and I deliberately spent more time than usual doing that to see if it would grab, but it never did. I never had any situations where the board felt like it was going to catch, even when my bad technique was putting me in a risky situation. Like I would expect from a board that is stiff and camber, the edge hold is as good as you can get. Even in pretty hard or icy conditions, you can count on it to hold. The main and most important part of this board has to be how it turns, which it does extremely well. Short, quick turns, or long and fast, both feel really nice. There were a couple of times in the first couple of days that I went into a turn too fast, where I got to a point where I figured I'd be at the limit of the board before I crashed and slid out, and every time it saved me. The waist width of the 156 is still decently wide at 259mm, which is a full 10mm narrower than the training finder that I'm used to, so this feels much quicker and easier to swap edge to edge. Although it's short, the tail is super strong, and I was quite surprised about how far I could push it and have the board hold everything together. I didn't get to ride the Café Racer in proper powder, but I was able to get some turns in some wind-blown sections, and it still kept it smooth and easy to turn feel. From that short sample, I wouldn't hesitate to ride it in powder now. I imagine it would be good in fresh and untracked snow. If someone was looking for a board to mainly ride groomers with a bit of powder when it's round, then I think this would be the top choice. It isn't a huge jump to get used to the shape, and I can tell from my riding, and I'd be nowhere near the limit of what the board could handle, especially if I got good at carving. If they wanted maybe closer to a 50-50 powder to carving ratio, then maybe it would be worth looking at some other shapes, but this is a really solid choice for me. If I didn't have the training finder, this could easily take its place, while also needing less effort to ride. If you have any questions about the board, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos. I have plenty of new reviews coming up soon.